they will not feel comfortable, do not feel comfortable, I should say, with the current voting system. They want to see it replaced. And when you see like a Major League Baseball and Coca-Cola, and by the way, Coca-Cola stepped out and said that this was Jim Crow, this legislation. They didn't read the legislation, obviously. But it's curious to me, how can Coca-Cola say they want to stop this so-called suppressing the black vote, when in fact it's telling its employees to act less white? Now, what more racist than that is?
That's right.
You know, nobody said anything about that. And then for Major League Baseball, with their headquarters being in New York, isn't it ironic that they have no absentee ballot voting at all? Now, is that suppressing the black vote? Why don't they, if they want to show a sign of solidarity or whatever else, why don't they move their headquarters out of where? New York, the state of New York. And then we have Joe Crow Biden, who's talking about Jim Crow, when in fact his party, in fact, he was a part of the group that created the Jim Crow laws from the start. And to hear him just flat lie and say that our polls are closing early, flat lies. They're not closing earlier. When he's saying that we have no drop boxes anymore, that's a flat lie. When he says that it's Jim Crow because you're requiring an ID, that's demeaning to black people, for one, as if they can't afford a $20 ID. But you know what, Matt, it's free here. You don't have to buy it. And it's just demeaning to black people. This was a high-tech way of Democrats responding to President Trump, because he put a crack in that wall. He started getting minority votes. He had black men and others started waking up. You saw what happened down at your CPAC. The number of black people were there, the number of candidates running across this country. And President Trump did this, and they are trying to use this as a way to do what? To scare black people back on the plantation and not vote Republican.
You know, I'm so tired of hearing about the Democrats equating the Republican Party to Jim Crow. Jim Crow was a creation of the Democratic Party, and I have a very specific question for you. If the Republican Party is the party of racism and bigotry and Jim Crow, why did you just join it?
Well, first of all, I didn't leave the Democratic Party. They left me, because they're pushing this far left narrative. They're moving towards socialism. They don't want and value an African-American man or woman who can think independently, who can vote independently, who can make decisions for themselves. They want to keep us crippled, keep us down, give us a program, no job, no opportunities of businesses. And I didn't want to be a part of that. That's why I said that I brought a brand new party to the grand old party, brand new people, brand new opportunities, and brand new people. Why? Because the Republican Party embraced people like me and you with independent thoughts that, you know, we want to be entrepreneurs. We want freedom of speech. We want to be able to protect our Constitution. Those important things like school of choice, those things are important. In the Democrat Party, you know what? They just want our votes to carry a liberal agenda. And Matt, let me tell you what they're doing now. They are literally right now using this, again, this high-tech method. They've gone from getting black votes to carry their liberal agenda. Now they're literally recruiting blacks that will carry their agenda and helping them get elected, so they can't hide behind the bigotry of what they're doing. This is high-tech, and it's dividing this country.